Hey guys, welcome back. I believe we are on Cancer. I believe. 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 I'm putting on some of my protection oil. Some of you guys might be slacking in your meditation, your rituals, whatever it is that you guys do to connect with your higher self, or with the higher self, or with a higher self. Some of you guys might be lacking in that. And you guys might be like lacking in like your protection. There might be a little bit of you guys might be a little bit angry right now at maybe the guides, maybe the universe, maybe at God. And a lot of people are scared of that. But if you think about it, would your father be mad at the fact that you're mad at them, right? No, your father is going to create space for you. Well, a healthy father is going to create space for you and allow you to have your emotions and understand why, right? And if you have to talk to him, and even if you yell at him, your father, or your creator, the universe, is not going to take that personally. So if some of you guys are feeling guilty, because I can feel it in my chest, it's this guilt, like I want to cry and scream, and almost like having a coming to Jesus moment, where you have an all-out argument with him. Maybe things haven't progressed the way you had hoped they would. Maybe there's still a lot of things that are going on. Maybe there's just, you're mad at your father, or you're mad at your creator, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you cater to, right? You have orphaned. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, you guys feel like you guys, okay, I'm not gonna cry, okay, this is, I'm not gonna cry, guys, because I am also a Cancer, but I'm also a Cancer stellium, so I felt this strong. You guys feel very orphaned, like you've been forgotten by the universe. You guys feel like you guys have done your best. You guys have done what you've been asked to do, and you've been forgotten. It's almost like your manifestations aren't working, like everything you try just doesn't go your way, or it just, and I don't feel like it's I just feel like you thought that if you did things a certain way, it was going to work out a certain way. And my throat chakra is wanting to close up so bad. So I feel like you guys are having even a hard time, like even talking to people about this, because who do you talk to about this, right? Unless it's somebody who, let's say, does tarot, or somebody that understands. And I just saw 333, somebody who is like-minded, with chaos and conflict. Yeah, I feel like you're having there's a lot of chaos, and there's a lot of conflict, not only in your mental state. Look, and this is 33. This is 33. Not only in your mental state, but I feel like you're in your emotions, in what's going on with, your heart is not matching with your mind, and your spirit. It's almost like you're refusing. There's, like, remember at the beginning I said there was, like, you guys are refusing to almost like connect. Like, you're mad at your father, you're mad at the higher power, so you're not gonna answer the phone. You're also not gonna call, because you feel like, for a lot of you guys, like, it's just been chaos, and you did what you were told. You obeyed, you listened, you've grown, you've studied hard, and yet there's been nothing. There's been just, it's almost like it's a never-ending lesson, but nothing gets better. Some of you guys, I'm feeling some of this energy really, really dark, like to the point where I'm getting a little bit spinning in my head. I get it. I absolutely totally get it. There's a need though to express yourself and not hold that within yourself. There's a need to actually express yourself. Again, if you're here, for the most part, if you're spiritual, I feel like if you're spiritual, you're not fully religious, right? Because religion believes that you're not allowed to tell your father, you're not allowed to have emotions, you're not allowed to question. And a real father will allow you to question, because he understands that coming here, being here, doing your role, having to go through what you've gone through is difficult. And he's not, he or she, right? He or she, the universe, whatever it is that you cater to. Again, I just say he because, you know, the it's been lifetimes. But a real healed father is going to understand that this is hard. And oh, you yelled at me. No, those are people with ego. Those are people with ego, right? I have to work hard when my Aries, the youngest, is yelling at me louder than I'm speaking to her. And the way I was raised, all I want to do is be like, chin check, right? I just want to be like, who the right? But no, we have to allow those emotions, and what we think is disrespect is really them expressing themselves. And it's the same way with you guys. You guys are allowed to express yourself, and you're allowed to tell the universe how hard it's been and why isn't anything moving. And I just got really cold, like my body just got chills, which is confirmation for me. And it's saying go the distance, right? And so I'm hearing you're almost there, basically, with a leg up. You're getting a leg up and you're going the distance. It feels like you started a run, right? You started a marathon and you thought it was gonna be a certain amount. You know, when you're traveling somewhere and you've never been there before, so it seems like it takes forever, right? It seems like, but then when you're traveling back, because you know where you're going, it's like half the time, even though it really is the same time. But because you know where you're going, the destination seems quicker, right? The time. That's kind of what it felt like. It felt like it feels like it's been forever, because you didn't know where you were going. You didn't know how you were gonna get certain things done. You didn't know why you felt like you were being punished, right? And I'm even hearing some of the thoughts of like, I must not deserve things, I must not have done things right, I must not be important. And that's not the case. That's not the case, right? That there is anger there, and there is frustration there. And see, my throat chakra wants to close up again. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the universe is saying what we need you to do, what we needed you to heal. There is a specific group right now, right? Specific groups right now that is needed at a certain level of intuition, of emotional autonomy, of all of it, right? There needed to be a certain level. And so what other people might have like healed and gotten through quicker, I feel like especially like if my generation or a little bit before, a little bit after, right? We had some fucked up parents, right? We had them do some damage, especially if you were in like specific cultures. I can't say that other cultures, but I know a couple of them where they did not know. Like, even if you looked at them funny, they would bust your lip open. And that's how I grew up, right? And so, and that was just the beginning. That wasn't even, so there was a need to heal a specific way. And it was like, okay, you're doing it. And especially if you have a 29 degree in any of your aspects, so like if you have whatever house you have 29 degree, or wherever you have a 29 degree placement, that is a placement where you don't have a choice in this lifetime. You have to close out that cycle and complete it. You're done with that cycle, right? I know for a fact that I have two house placements and 2 in my Vedic tropic, I don't know. Anyway, I have my sun at 29 degrees, and then I also have like my 5th house, and I have my midhaven. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And they had to be closed out. It wasn't a, oh, it's okay, we'll do it next lifetime. No, they had to be closed out in this lifetime. That's just the way it had to be, right? Because there were things that needed to be started in this lifetime, and you couldn't bring in that karma. You couldn't bring that lesson. That lesson didn't need to be passed on to your future children, to your lineage, right? They were going to have different lessons. Plus what you were going to start was going to be really hard, and that needed to be done. I do feel like you are getting a leg up. Like there's a little cute polar bear climbing up on the, of course it is, Cancers. He's climbing on the back. I feel like you're getting a leg up. You're finally, there's help coming in, but you are, with going the distance, I am getting like this is the end of it. It's giving like, okay, they're reaching that the yellow tape. What is it? The tape. It's that final stretch where I just saw 11-11. That final stretch where they're about to take the picture of who wins. That's where, oh look, I just looked at the card right. Look, the flag is right there. You're literally at the finish line. You're literally at the finish line, and you're getting a leg up, and you're going to start co-creating. Yeah, I didn't even realize there was a flag there. How funny, huh? But again, if you need to talk to your whoever you co-create with, understand that their love is unconditional. Their love is really unconditional. Not like your father, like, or you know, an unhealed, wounded person that you know, where you come and say what you feel, and there's hurt and pain, and because they still haven't healed through that, right? Whoever that you cater to, Jesus Christ, God, Mother Gaia, whoever, they will never turn you away. They'll be like, I understand, and they'll allow you to have your feelings, and it's not be like, oh, I'm gonna be smited. That's not, no. I was smited by my mother, right? For just being. But no, you can speak so that you can express yourself and say how you feel, and it doesn't matter whether it's true or not. That's how you feel. So it's true to you, right? And that's just how you feel. You feel frustrated, right? So if you need to say what you have to say, write a letter, pray, speak to God, have your moment where you express how you feel, right? Yeah, with strength in the reverse, you feel like you're about to lose strength. You feel like you don't have it in, oh my gosh. You feel like you don't have it in you anymore. You feel like you don't have the energy anymore in you to continue pushing forward. You feel like you want to give up. You feel like you just don't want to do it anymore because you just feel like nothing, it's just not. You just feel like you want to give up, to be honest. It feels like you don't have the strength anymore. There might be a lot of things against you. Money issues, health issues, family issues, right? And when you get to that point and you're just like, why am I not getting helped when I've sat here and I have kept my faith and I've done what I've been asked to do and I've trusted? Why am I being orphaned? Why am I being abandoned? Why am I not being helped? And it's because it was still part of a lesson. I still want to cry. Have you guys seen Jumanji? Where they finally go through the video game and The Rock is like, don't cry. Anyway, yeah, it feels like you were abandoned. It felt like you were abandoned. Unfortunately, it was part of, you know, I'm hearing like a 10-month lesson that you had to go through where there was something about money, something about pushing yourself even when you weren't being seen, right? And I think it's because of what you're going to do. It was almost like listen, you're gonna have to go through shit so that when you get to this level, you remember that you were in shit, and don't let it get to you, right? Because we need you to do, you know, what we're gonna need you to do. It can get to your head, it can make you, you know, like, we need you to remember, you know, what the things that you can go through, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting a little bit of different things for a couple people, but that's the main one I'm getting, okay? Chaos and conflict. Let's clarify. Yeah, I feel very spacey and airy and dizzy. You guys could be having I want to say growing pains, because that's what my oil is called. Ascension symptoms, okay? You guys could be nauseous. You guys could be feeling very sick right now. And it's because you guys are going through ascension symptoms. I call it growing pains because, you know, when you're growing and your bones hurt, and that's really how it feels. It feels like shit. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I'm not taking this. 2 came out. Yeah, with chaos and conflict, they're moving away from the Ace of Cups in reverse and the 4 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so moving away from feeling like there's no love coming to you, there's no appreciation, there's no, basically, like, you felt unloved, you felt unappreciated, you felt like unseen, and wanting to come out of healing. Like, you don't, it's almost like, I'm trying to get an example of what I'm trying to think of. Okay, it's like this. Let's say you're a young child, and you and your mom or your dad or your parents, whatever, they put on a show because you guys are poor or whatever, and you're the main act, and you're the one that basically does the money, and they take the money and they keep it, and you continue to be abused, and you continue to be treated like crap, or you, and let's say it's not even that bad. Let's just say, you know, you just don't get great food, or you don't have clothes, and things keep happening, and you're like, I make all this money, and they go and spend it on themselves, and I'm here still with nothing left to me, right? That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. No matter how much good I do, no matter what I do, things do not get better. And it's not to say that you're not appreciative of the little things that happen. This is mirroring a little bit of Gemini's energy. So if you guys have like rising or North Node or anything like that, I would go watch that, or Moon, or even Jupiter. But it's almost like no matter what, I can't win for losing. Like, I continue to put in the work, I continue to do the things, and nothing is fucking happening. And things keep happening, and my car broke down, and we don't have groceries, and I'm eating better, and I'm still getting sick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, you're done. You're fucking done. Like, you need to change now. You need to change now, but you're not answering. You're like, I'm not answering. Answer and tell them exactly how you feel. But they are saying, like, don't worry, you're at the finish line, and you are getting a leg up. It's exactly what you needed. And unfortunately, they did have to put you through this process because they needed you strong at a certain point, right? To a certain degree is what I heard. Let's clarify, go the distance. Oh, shit. The Ace of Wands in reverse. You feel like it's been forever. Like, there is no more passion in your life. You feel like there is no passion. There is nothing happening. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. You're seeing, it's almost like you're seeing everybody's lives, and they're having fun, and you see them going out or going on vacation, and you can't even afford groceries. you're living paycheck to pay, not even paycheck to, and look, my throat again is wanting to but you're right there. Let's clarify a leg up. No, no, no. We're not going to do that. Let's clarify a leg up. How do you want this? It keeps coming out sideways. So the Six of Wands, sideways. Yeah, it feels like there's somebody that's going to come in, give you a leg up, but you're going to finish. It's almost like what I just saw in my, like somebody who's doing a marathon, and they're going to have somebody tap you out, or even like get you like a drink or medicine or something that's going to re-energize you, so you can finish the last leg on your own, so that it doesn't seem like somebody comes in and finishes the race for you when you did 98% of it, right? So what's coming in is a leg up. It's a little bit of help that's going to help you finish the race on your own, because it has been a long journey and you are tired, and you are tired in a way that sleep won't help. Sleep won't help. It's a tired in the bones, it's a tired in the soul, it's a tired in the mind, and sleep doesn't help that, right? The only thing that helps that is being able to come out of, you know, survival mode, right? Being able to get a vacation. And people think, oh, you never go out, you never do anything. That's still not a fucking vacation. That's not a vacation. If I'm in my, you know, home all the time and I don't go out, it's not a vacation. It means I can't go out because I don't have gas money, or I don't have whatever, right? It's not a vacation. It's not a vacation, right? Okay, guys. Cancers, there is, look, the Ten of Cups, and this is gonna, yeah, yes, the Ten of Cups. A happy family, a happy family, a happy home, no matter what your situation is, right? Doesn't matter what your family is, if it's you and 2 dogs, whatever. It's going to help you so you can end the race, and it's going to create a very, very, very happy home. Okay, let's get you guys guidance. Celebration, look at that. And for a second when the card fell, it kind of looked like is it Cinderella? Snow White. No, Cinderella. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Yes, that's so funny, because okay, anyway, let's get one more. Yeah, yeah, it's been rough, right? Magical gateway. You're going through a gateway, right? It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Yeah, it's time to go through. It's been a long time. It's been a very long journey, and I can tell that even some of you guys are there, like on the precipice of like, right, fuck this shit. And I absolutely get that. I understand that energy very much, but it's not a it's a way of living, right? It's the way of what you think about and what you do, and understanding why things happen for a reason. Let's say you didn't have spirituality, right? What would you do? Would you continue to do the same thing? If you didn't have foreknowledge of what was going to happen, would you continue to do the things that you were doing? Yes, right? You would still continue to try to figure your problems out, right? So I think the problem a lot of times is getting told, oh, help is coming, and then we're like, oh, thank God, and then it doesn't come in the time that we expect, and then we let ourselves down, right? Okay, Cancers, I love you guys so much. I hope this helps, and I will see you guys soon.